Hello, West Texas Nissan. Coach Tina here from Phone Ninjas with your July 2018 monthly video review. I hope everyone is doing well. Let's take a look at our board for last month. All right, guys, we're pretty split right down the middle here, yellow and red. But we did have some improvement, so great job there. But what we need to be focusing on here is consistency. We need to be following that script beginning to end during every call. This will help to improve all of our calls. For greeting, we're kind of all over here as well. Have an opening line. Identify yourself, the dealership. Ask, how may I help you? Thank you for calling West Texas Nissan. My name is Tina. How may I help you today? This sets the tone for the entire call. Qualifying, we're doing better here. But remember, bring excitement and urgency. Qualify this vehicle before asking for your contact information. That's a really nice vehicle. We've actually had a few calls on that already today. Tell them something great about that vehicle. If they're unsure of what they're looking for, go in. Ask your qualifying questions, 3 to 5. Do you prefer lighter or darker? Cloth or leather? 2-door or 4-door? It has to have that or in there, either or questions. Then contact information. Ask for this after qualifying and before sharing availability. Let your caller know it could take 10 minutes. I'm not hearing 10 minutes from a lot of people. Use your inventory as leverage and ask for their information with the closed-ended format. Ask for name and number at this point. Are you calling from home or work? And that number is, how do I spell your last name? And your first name is. Then go for your appointment. Ask with authority, offer 2 times. I'm hearing, when are you more available? I'm getting the when, but then I'm not getting the 2 times. Or I hear you offer 2 times without the when, or you leave it open. When do you think you could come in? When are you more available? Now or later today? Mornings or afternoon? Closed-ended. Make them answer the question either or, morning or afternoon, 3:15 or 4:45. Then objection techniques. From here on, we're all red all the way down. We'll ask 3 times for that appointment. Don't forget the tentative. A lot of people forget there's a tentative appointment out there. When your caller's unsure of what time they can come, offer that tentative. We can always reschedule. Read through those objection techniques. There's one there for every situation. Be ready to use them when you need them. Closure. Sell your information. Always ask your caller to write it down. Never assume that's what they're doing. Do you have a pencil handy? I have something important for you to write down. Write this down, please. Spell your last name. Say your first name. My direct dial number is. Even if you think you have an easy name, spell it anyway. Spell your last name. You want your caller asking for you. If you've set an appointment, reconfirm that appointment time and ask for a courtesy call in case they're running early or late, and an email. Have more than one way to reach your caller. Here, we have zeros all the way down. We're not doing any directions. Create a clear visual map for every caller. Even if they've been there a dozen times, leave them with directions. Create a clear visual map. Give them a landmark. You want them coming to your dealership, not the one next door. Here we have all 8 calls waiting to be reviewed. We need to be completing our script beginning to end and listening to the calls that have been reviewed. Hear where those mistakes are being made, where we can make improvements. The better the call, the more appointments we're going to set. All right, here we were at a 2.25. We took a dip. We're at 1.83. Like I said, consistency, beginning to end. Complete that script. We're blue, they're gray. We are below. So unfortunately, we are starting to take a dive. We can turn this around by following with that script. Let's look at our call quality. 1 poor, 5 below average, 3 average. Okay, and that's where we stop. We didn't set any appointments. We offlined 8 calls. All of our calls were offlined. It's best to keep your caller on the line, collect the information, and go for your appointment rather than to offline those calls. All right. Certification, sorry. There we go. We're at a 0 because we set no appointments, and we don't have anybody certified. So every single person on this list, please go to your dashboard. Watch the videos, take the short test that follows. Stay up to date with phone techniques. Keep that information in the back of your mind. Be ready to use it when you need it. When you have those difficult calls, have that information at your fingertips. Okay, we're going to come back up here. And since our score did slip, we went from a 164 in our ranking, we slipped 25 places to 189. All right, guys, we are seeing improvements in some places, but in other places we're dropping. Remember, keep that script handy. Follow along throughout your calls, and we're going to start to see perfect calls here. All right, everybody, have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you next month.